Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mix It Up podcast. I am Mike. That is Nick. Nick, we're rolling right into this, man. So, what do you want to talk about, man? Do you want to list the topics, or you want to shoot this shit about last night or what I did today? Like
I want to talk about frustration, Mike.
frustration. That's crazy. I'm in my fucking summer gear. Like I'm chilling right now. Like for people watching on YouTube, there's no frustration in my life. I'm just chilling, man.
I want to talk about frustration, rage, trapped inside a cage, took beatings to the age that I carried a 12 gauge.
Is that Tupac?
DMX,
Oh, that's DMX. I'd never heard of it.
you ever, you ever,
Those lyrics.
you ever just frustrated and everything just keeps piling on? Like it's all little stuff. It's nothing crazy,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that it's if you let it in, man, everything just pisses you off. Like I'm fucking just furious for no reason.
It's like dumb shit you're talking about.
It's a little bit of dumb shit. Ain't that some shit, man? Y'all remind me of a strip club because every time I come around, it's like I just got to get my dick sucked.
Backstreet Boys. I know that group. Crushing it, man. Crushing it. Yo, so I did a thing today, bro. I fucking took so I took a little bit of syrup. You know, everybody knows what's up, 420. And then I totally forgot I took the syrup because it takes like an hour to hit you. So
Yeah.
in between that time, I'm like drinking a couple black cherry Bud Light seltzers, and I took a gummy, thinking I didn't take anything before. So like I am fly. Yeah, I was flying. I was in my backyard in the fucking pool and shit, fucking like night swimming, which is the fucking greatest. But then I'm out of the pool. I'm just on my deck and I'm looking around the neighbors, and there's always like I see like two houses like next to me, like they always have their lights off, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on there. I don't know if it's like a stash house, human trafficking. I don't know what the fuck's going on in that fucking joint. I want to know though. There's got to be some kind of like secret shit going on there that I don't know about. But then I'm
Yeah.
looking at like another house like across from there, and I never know what the fuck they're doing in there too. And I thought I seen some like elderly lady in the top window walking with like a light, like a lantern.
Yeah.
But it just turns
That's
out it was a lightning bug.
frightening.
That's all it was. Like I was like,
Like,
my mind just went through like some crazy shit. But do you have any of those like kind of neighbors where you don't know what the fuck's going on?
no, I know all my neighbors. This isn't the fucking Burbs. This isn't the Tom Hanks movie, fucking the Burbs over here, right? Everybody gets along over here. But little, just to let everybody know, Mike wasn't actually in the pool. About 25 minutes in, his dad came knocking on the bathroom door and said, "Mike, get out of the goddamn bathtub." Mike was splashing around. He was so high, he thought he was in the pool night swimming. It was fucking 2 in the afternoon. He was fucking splashing around with his rubber ducky.
Nah, I got rid of my rubby ducky like probably like 5 to 6 years ago. I was like, finally, I had enough. I was like, it's time to grow up, and I got rid of that fucking thing. But yeah,
Did
dude,
you
like
used
I
to
was just chilling.
did you used to swim around in your bathtub when you were younger, pretending like you were Francis from Pee Wee Herman's movie, Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure? In his pool, his indoor pool, when he's playing with the sharks, and then Pee
Holy
Wee comes
shit.
in, beats the Chinese guy up, that big Japanese guy.
Wow, you fucking just brought back like some fucking crazy memories. Fucking Pee Wee Herman and shit. No, like when I was in the fucking like tub, I used to pretend I was Aquaman and shit.
Oh
Like
yeah,
everybody
you
else,
look like
right?
Aquaman.
Like
You look
everybody.
like Aquaman right now, man.
I do.
Blonde, dirty brown hair, dirty blonde hair, wearing orange.
It's true. It's true.
You
Holy
wear
shit.
green
Yeah.
orange, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And your hat looks green. You're fucking Aquaman.
That's it, man. Shit, I feel like a summer vibe, man. This is because I'm on vacation from work until Monday. So this is my
Oh,
vacation outfit. So I'm just chilling.
nice.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta watch the dogs, and I can tell you, man, like I get why fucking like couples and shit like or parents they fucking drink because watching two dogs, man, it's like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you're just like, I gotta throw some down, man. I gotta throw
Yeah.
some fucking seltzers, some hard seltzers down.
Yeah. I mean, Now you understand why parents drink, but you drink. Why do you drink, Michael?
Why? I love it, man. I love the feeling of having a couple beers at the end of the day, some fucking edibles, whatever, and man, just chilling, man. Like, you know what I mean? Catch the vibe, people. Like,
Yep.
it's it's a crazy world out there. We get hit with so much shit. I was thinking about that when I was on the deck. I was like, yo, for the past few years, we've just been getting hit with so much shit. Not just like, the world, like even like people's personal lives, like, shit, man. Like, I lost my mom. Obviously, we lost our friend. The whole fucking shit. Like we hear fucking COVID, illnesses, fucking wars, fucking division, protest, fires, climate change, all this fucking madness. Yo, we just keep getting shit on.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's like, yo, can you drop us a little fucking good news?
Right.
Like sometimes it's too much, but yo, shout out to the people that just keep fucking going, man. Keep trucking, man, because that's all you can do, man, in this fucking world. I'm telling you.
You know
Shout out.
what's nuts? Yeah. Shout out to all you mother truckers. Um, you know how you just said you went down a list of all this shit that like has hit us in like fucking whatever, how many years or whatever. Like it doesn't even make any sense how many like, and that's not even that's just a little list of things that could like that happen in the life of a human being, right? If you think of it, animals, right? What does a dolphin do? He wakes up in the morning. What could possibly happen to a dolphin? He eats, he has sex, he shits, and maybe he gets hit by a fucking boat like accidentally, right? But other than
Leaves
that,
with
like no
concussions.
right, no one's starting wars with them. Like it's not like, oh shit, the great whites they declared war on us. We have to kill them, And like, yeah, we pollute them, but do they really know what's going? They don't really know that they get polluted. They're like, oh yeah, shit.
Pretty,
I can't breathe that well with under this water.
you're saying pretty much they live the fucking good life. They live a fucking nerfy dolphin life.
Yep. All animals live the best lives. They have it the fucking best.
Monkeys, bro, our fucking evolution like lower than us, like what
Yeah.
we grew from. Yo, they all they do is fucking eat. They climb trees, which is fucking
Right.
awesome. They fucking shit, and sometimes if they're mad at you, they fucking pick that shit up and fucking toss it at your head.
Right.
That's the way because in society as humans, I don't think we've grown that much because we were playing softball last night and some fucking crazy shit happened in the game before. Like the game before was going like a little bit later than normal. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, did you see the whole thing happen? Do you know the exact story?
I saw everything happen up to. I didn't see like. I have to piece together the part what actually started the fight. So, do you know that part?
Well, basically, it was like the pitcher, right? And like he was like a little bit like talking or whatever, but I guess a guy walked and he's like, oh, swing or whatever. And then the other guy on the other team was like, there was nothing to swing at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then that just started like a fucking confrontation where they just ran towards each other at the mound and they just
Yeah.
started fucking swinging.
Yeah.
But then this other fucking kid, number 3, fucking ran out on the field and tried to kick the other guy in the head while he was down. I think he got like part of his arm or maybe like a little bit of his head. But
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you, man, once I seen that dirty shit, I think you yelled something out. I yelled something out, and we had no part of this fucking fight at all. But it was such a fucking scumbag move. And I know people like, on our team was like, oh, don't get involved or whatever. But I think it was just a normal reaction on our parts. Be like, what the fuck kind of dirtbag
Yeah.
faggot move that was to try to kick somebody in the head like that.
Right. So just to give a little bit more detail, we didn't see the reason why it started, but then I heard, fuck you. I thought it was like two kids on the same team just joke around with each other. And the other guy was like, not fuck you. And then I turned around and like the guy that was on first that got walked is squared up with the fucking pitcher. And they're like this, oh, we're going to do this? All right, we're going to do this. And I was like, usually you see people like not do it. You know,
Right.
like on the softball field, they just talk shit
Oh,
and then
shit.
they back up. But they went at each other like fucking two
They
little
went for it.
gremlins, right?
Yeah.
This dude, I think one of the guys took a swing. He almost knocked himself out. That's how short this punch was. And then the other guy like hit him, put him down. It was a terrible, terribly pathetic fight.
He just tripped. It seemed like he tripped.
Yeah, he got pushed or thrown or whatever. And then the bench is cleared. And yeah, then this kid out of nowhere decided that, oh, I'm going to kick this guy in the fucking head while he's down, right? And it's like, yeah, like you said, it's just a fucking soft move, like very soft move. And so one of the guys on the other team goes up to him after and he's like, what the fuck? They were fighting they were shooting the one together. You don't kick somebody when they're fucking shooting the one together. Nobody was jumping in. There was nothing you had to protect him for. You know what I mean? Like the guy was down. He wasn't attacking your boy. So it's like, it's just pussy shit. It's just pussy shit.
If you go up there as men, you try to fucking break it up. You don't go there and antagonize the whole fucking situation where you're a little punk ass bitch, and then you take that fucking swing with the kick, and then you back up and try to get away. Like, and I think Nick, I think you said it last night pretty well. Like, can you imagine if that was like one of us, or like even like thinking about like all our teammates that we're close with. Like I'm thinking about my brother, even if my nephews like on the other team were playing them and some dude took a swing at like my brother, my nephew, one of the other guys, I would see red. Like it would just like that motherfucker would probably end up leaving in a fucking body bag. It'd be some kind of like Apollo Creed shit where motherfuckers be throwing the towel from the fucking softball fucking bleachers. You know what I mean? Like, and the craziest shit happened. They just went, or both teams went to the parking lot and they just fucking left. There was no fucking, like that dude, number 3, would never get out of there alive. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you right now, man. Oh,
he wouldn't have made it. He wouldn't have made it very far. I think everybody on our team fucking loves each other. Number one, you know what I mean? Like, we're all fucking friends. We're all boys, everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I think everything that we've ever had built up in our lives would have exploded and we would have been fucking 11 unstoppable fucking animals if that kid tried to do that to one of our teammates.
We'd be in prison.
100%. Like,
no doubt.
I would have punched people in the face that didn't even deserve it. If they were trying to hold me back, I would tell them straight up, like, yo, I'm going to punch you in the fucking mouth. You got 2 seconds to get the fuck off me. That's the type of shit where you have to do that. You have to mow everybody down and get to that. You have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Little kids walking by with pretzels, they're getting knocked. Like everybody's getting it, Yeah. Like I think, we were on the phone yesterday talking about like, that's just such a dirtbag move. Like it just pisses me off. And then, like I get like people saying, oh, you don't get involved. Don't fucking say anything. But I think we were right saying something, man. I just like to see that kind of shit go down and not say something. I'm like, yo, is that acceptable? Is that acceptable for you? I think like, somebody on our team said like, oh, maybe when we were 18, we did that. I'm like, no, man, that's a fucking dirtbag move. But yeah, I get it. Like when you're in those fucking brawls at that age, you're just fucking trying to kick the shit or fucking throwing punches, whatever. Yeah, anybody, because it's a brawl. But it's just fucking crazy. That's not man shit, man. Fucking piece of shit. Fuck that kid. If you're listening, fuck.
Yeah.
Don't try that with us. You have a fair warning.
Don't fucking try it with us.
Man. But yeah, we lost. Sure. But we're in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs next week. So we just gotta we gotta run out fucking every at bat. You gotta hustle, and you just gotta limit the mistakes, the errors. Is errors gonna happen? That's fine, but we gotta hit. And then
like wildfire.
Yeah, then fucking go for it, man. Can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited.
Good. All right. You want to get into some topics? Throw the topics out there?
Of course.
All right. So Baba Vagina, the blind psychic, predictions coming true.
Baba Booey.
22-year-old kid stops a shooter in Indiana. Lowest level that the country has ever had. Lowest level of confidence that they've ever had in newspapers and the media. Eliza Dushku was the 20-year-old carrying.
I knew you could say that.
Fauci,
Fucking
Fauci retiring. Pussy. These are we have like 30 topics.
I know.
We're gonna talk about
We got
military.
We got to hit a speed round.
Yeah, we'll do that. Military having a hard time recruiting led me to comment and be thrown in Twitter jail for 12 months. 12 hours. Yep. 25-year-old pizza delivery man saves 5 people from a fire, runs in there. Tekel Sundberg, the black dude that was shooting in a woman's apartment with kids in there, got shot and killed by the police. Packed show. What does packed show mean?
I meant our show being like packed, like because we have so many fucking topics that we're never fucking gonna get into.
On my way home, okay, that's everything.
Yep.
All right, let's just go stop. Let's start at the top of the list.
All right, good.
Baba Vanga, the blind psychic predictions coming true.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever heard of her?
No.
So basically, like she was like a psychic that like, Baba Vanga's, she had like crazy chilling predictions going back until the day she died. She basically like predicted 9/11, saying like before planes were invented that 2 cement looking birds would fly into buildings and shit. Like basically she was like the Nostradamus of like, people back then. And basically she's saying like, like there's going to be droughts, water droughts in the year 2022. That was one of her predictions. Really? Yeah. And then if you look at like, when it comes to like Portugal and Italy, they're told to like restrict their water usage because they're expected to have the worst droughts since like the 1950s. Wow. And she also claimed there'd be more earthquakes and tsunamis and intense bouts of flood in Australia and parts of Asia. I mean, heavy rainfall. I mean, you've seen it, you kind of seen like a lot of these, predictions, kind of come true. Like it's fucking crazy, man. You got to look into like, do like a little bit of research if you don't know who Baba Vanga is. She's, she lost her sight when she was like, 12 or some shit. And she got like this gift from God that she allows to see people in the future. She passed in August of 96. She has like many like kind of accurate predictions. Even like she predicted the 44th president of the United States would be black. Turned out to be, turns out Barack Obama, you know what I mean? Wow. So yeah, she had a lot of this fucking crazy shit. I believe in that shit. Like these people that have that kind of power, like all the psychics and shit. Like I believe that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's wild. That's crazy. I don't really know what else to say other than that's fucking wild because that's crazy.
I would have wished I kind of like met her. You know what I'm saying? This is why I could be like, it's fucking crazy.
I don't think she wanted to. She had no desire to fucking meet you. Actually, when she passed away, that was her one regret, that she didn't get to meet you.
I know it was. Yeah. See Vacation Mike. She would have loved Vacation Mike.
Vacation Michael.
Do you believe in any of that shit? Do you believe like there's real psychics around?
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta read this woman's book, see what else she fucking predicted. That's fucking crazy, man.
There's not much that I wouldn't believe.
Right, you're pretty gullible. Yeah. Right.
But like, I never shoot anything down. Listen, the craziest thing that anybody's told me that I actually believe is true.
The Yoo-Hoo store.
What's that?
When it's just a store with just Yoo-Hoo in it. That I made Malarsic believe that it was true. And then the store help would tap you on your shoulder and be like, Yoo-Hoo, do you need any help? Like that was the line, So yeah, it was a stupid thing that Malarsic fucking believed for fucking 10 years.
Actually, I worked at the Yoo-Hoo store as a mime.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about you being a mime. I'm a mime.
Oh, listen to this shit. Before I knew what astral travel was, I still believed this stuff, all right? This Jewish kid that I used to work with at the Palisades Mall, right? He was telling me all this stuff. He was like, the ancient Jews had this power that was like unbeknownst to like anybody. Like they could jump from planet to planet and just like go up in outer space. And they knew that there's a book that has everybody's life written in it. It's got everything basically from the dawn of time. And I'm listening to this kid. I'm like, what are you talking about, right? But I'm like, shit, maybe it's true. I don't know. That's pretty cool. Why couldn't it be? Because I always what.
So you could basically look up, like, I want to look up the chapter of Mike Trainer and just read the whole fucking script.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. But so I always believed that we could fly. I feel it like sometimes I'm like, I just kind of like bust out of like the shell. But maybe it's just your spirit that you feel like being able, like, oh, I can fly, I can fucking feel it. So, you know, afterwards I found out about astral travel and shit like that. And that's basically you being able to do anything you want. If you master that, you could go anywhere you want at the speed of fucking light, right? So maybe it was a combination. Maybe the ancient Jews knew how to fucking get in touch with this, like your pineal gland in the astral world, and they could fucking just jump from planet to planet. And maybe people used to be able to do that. And we got fucking dulled down by sugar and by refined wheat and the alcohol and the fucking weed. You know, maybe we just got dumber, or people learned that if they could keep those secrets, they could control us. So it's not like, you know, they forced us to get dumber so they could remain in power or whatever, you know?
That's two like different extremes that, I could see people believing in any of that stuff. I mean, I don't know what to believe anymore. You know, I don't know. Like, it streams like the real world is like astral travel, like a thing. Can it happen? Like, can it, like, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't believe anything these fucking guys like tell you, but I don't know. Who the fuck knows, man? We're discovering all new shit all the fucking time. Aliens are coming. Shit's in the ocean. I don't fucking know anymore.
I mean, pretty much everything that we used on a regular basis doesn't even exist physically. Internet doesn't fucking exist physically. You can't see your fucking Wi-Fi in the air. You can't see your phone calling each other. It's not even connected to a fucking wire anymore. You can't see radio waves. So why can't there be tons of other things that you can't fucking see, you can't hear? You know what I mean? This is saying like dimensions or like spirits. Can't see them, can't hear them. Some people can. You know?
And they're called psychics.
Right. If you put a computer in front of somebody's grandmother or grandfather, they wouldn't know what to do with it, right? Maybe this shit's right in front of your fucking face, but you just don't know how to use it. You don't know how to fucking get your third eye going in your pineal gland or your fucking sixth sense. Listen, like I think I said this one other time before, but like, if you tell somebody they only have 5 senses, you're goddamn right. That's all they're gonna have their whole fucking life. But if you told them, oh, you have 6 senses, you could actually talk to spirits, or you can see into the future, they'll probably sit there and try it until they fucking get it. You know?
Maybe you're right.
Or it just comes to them.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we are like dulled down in a way where we can't use those senses. Yeah, I would love to be able to fly. Shit, like that'd be fucking dope. Sometimes I do feel like that, but then I think about the people that take angel dust and they actually try to fly and they just fucking fall right off a building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I guess sometimes it doesn't work. But they say that we only use like what, 3%, 4% of our brain or some fucking crazy number like that. What's the other fucking 98%? Like, I want to know what the fuck that does. Like, and how do they know that? They said like Einstein used like some outrageous number, was like 8% of his brain. And then that motherfucker was like a genius. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? How do you know that? How do you fucking know? Do you go by size of the brain?
Maybe. Albert Einstein said, I'm not a genius. I just stay with my problems longer than everybody else. So, if something comes up, you got a question, you're like, why is this sky blue? You ask and you're like, I don't know. You just leave it alone. You're like, yeah,
yeah,
right?
You're like,
that guy said, I need to find out like the speed of light, and I need to find it out now. He sat there and he just fucking used everything that he could, every piece of knowledge that he could, and he came up with E equals MC squared, man. You know what I mean? Like, yes, he was a genius, even though he won't admit it. You know what I mean? But
Right.
he probably did sit there longer than anybody else would sit there, and he figured it out because the answer's there. Every answer that you to any question that you have is answerable. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the universe how the universe come about? Nobody here is going to give you the true answer because they don't fucking know. But the answer,
You
you
can't
know,
you can't come out with EMC squared and think you're not a genius.
right?
It's fucking crazy. Come on.
I made up a formula. I made up a formula in high school that
Yeah.
was like never made before.
But it never meant anything.
No, it was real. It got patented in my high school.
Get the fuck out of here. You did not come up
Yo,
with a formula
Google
patent
Google
formula
it
in
right
high
now.
school. Get the
Google
fuck
it.
out of here. I ain't Google it. Like, what am I gonna Google your name and a patent formula? My computer will
Type
fucking
in
crash.
type in Nick Salio F equals U.
There's no way, man. You'd be like fucking, I would have seen you on Channel 12 News. Like, yeah, this fucking Doogie Howser looking fucking kid came up with a formula today. At
They
fucking
called me. What do you think the movie Good Will Hunting is based off of? Me.
8. Yeah, right.
No goodbyes, no see you laters.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
a flick.
How do you like them apples? Right on the
Dude.
glass. That was hardcore.
Yes. You like apples? What? Do you like apples? Yeah.
Right, like a nerd. Like, oh yeah, I do like apples.
Do you like apples? Yeah. Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?
I got a number. Snapple apple.
Bang. Then he fucking yeah, Matt Damon. That's what Matt Damon and Flack was cool.
Dude, they wrote that fucking movie.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. I had an idea for a movie. I'm not gonna say it now, but when we're done with the podcast, I'm gonna pitch it to you and you tell me what you think.
Like, I don't want you pitching anything to me off air.
No, I can't do it on air. Somebody will steal the idea. The idea is fucking, I think it's brilliant.
I guess you didn't get the sexual joke there.
No, I didn't. Pitching? Yeah. Well, yeah. Now I get it. I don't know what pitching is. What a fucking pitching and fielding is fucking baseball. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything sexual. Yeah. Who's the pervert that fucking made that sexual?
Yeah, really. Like,
monster. You're a monster.
Dude, it makes no sense, actually. You're pitching your dick? You're pitching your dick into someone's ass?
He's such a fucking deviant, sexual deviant, that he disgusted, like he unpurified baseball references. Right. Like, oh, I made it to third base. You fucking monster. Oh yeah, fucking score, man. I got to second base last night. You fucking sick fuck.
Yeah, really. Every single thing in baseball could be related back to a sexual act.
Right. I struck out 3 times last night. Yeah, you did. It was fucking on the count. It was 2 balls. It's fucking, yeah, it's crazy.
Can you figure anything with walk? Doesn't make any sense, right?
If the walk of shame.
Yeah.
That's fucking one thing. Yeah, I hit a home run. I fucking rounded the bases.
Right.
You know, scored on an error. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fucking some monster fucking created all those fucking disgusting references. But anyway, next topic, right?
Next topic. 22-year-old kid stops a shooter. Eliza Dushku was the 20-year-old carrying.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Elisjsha Dushku. I knew when you seen the name, you were gonna go there because that's what I was trying to pronounce the name and it kept coming up. Elisjsha Dushku. Every time I fucking said, I'm like, Elisjsha Dushku fucking shot this dude. So I think everybody heard it. Like in Glenwood, Indiana, this fucking dude, like, in a shopping mall, came out of the bathroom, started shooting, and Elisjsha Dushku, the man version, came out with because he was carrying legally, and he fucking, he ended him, fucking ended him before he could kill any more fucking people. And the kid was like fucking 22. So now, like, you got that side of the argument. Everybody is saying like, we keep our guns. We need guns. That's all right. We need to protect ourselves. That's one for that team, man. You got to admit it. That's one for that fucking team. Because you can't have these psychos running around with guns and then nobody to be able to defend themselves against that.
Right. As that was a fucking. Number one, I'm just looking up pictures of Eliza Dushku, and she's so hot.
Dude, she's
so
back.
I'll get back out. I'll get back to the game here.
I think
man.
went out
Hats
with
off to that. What?
Elisjsha Dushku went out with like fucking this basketball player from the late. I think Rick Fox. I think she was dating him for a while.
Really? Rick Flair. Interesting.
Yeah, Rick Fox, not Ric Flair. Not the WWF wrestler guy. If that's the case, then I'm done. I give up.
Do you think that people are stopping these shootings more than we know? And like for some reason, like the gun guys got the chance, like one out of like every 10 years, they're allowed to post something in the media that like shows like that their guns are good or whatever. And they were able to actually post something like that now, because you never hear about that. There's probably heroes that all the time out there, man. You never hear about fucking heroes. Like once in a blue moon, you'll hear about it.
No, you never do. Like it was so out in the open and through social media about like what happened. They had to tell this fucking side of the story. So, I mean, who knows? Like, who knows what the fucking agenda is? I don't fucking trust these motherfuckers. I seen a video on. No, go ahead.
No, go on.
I seen a video like on CNN about this, like a producer, like a high-ranking producer, CNN, saying that, all right, we're off COVID now, so we're just gonna keep putting things about climate change. That's gonna be our next agenda. And they're like, it was a hidden camera type shit. And he was like spilling the beans, and she's like, well, where are you getting all this information? And like, oh, the head of the company. So the head of the corporation that makes all this fucking money. Because I always believe that these corporations, these big time corporations, are running the world, and they're evil as fuck. And they could put on any agenda they want to, and these news conglomerates, they could just make up shit. So basically, like, that's what it is with that situation. Like, climate change is coming next, since COVID is now like been beat to death, apparently, so to speak. Now they're just going to focus on, so you're probably going to see like a whole bunch of like floods and fires, wildfires, and they're going to blame it all on climate change, and they're going to push that, and that's going to be their next like money maker. I mean, whether or not you believe in climate change is one thing, but I don't know. I'm starting to think I don't think I believe in it.
I mean, it looks pretty obvious that it makes sense that the climate would change based upon the fact that we give up so much fucking emissions out of this planet. I mean, look at the water, for crying out loud. The Hudson River looks like it's like every person in the world shitting it forever. And you can go to a river somewhere else and it's crystal fucking blue. Yeah. Like, I know there's something I think there's something growing in the Hudson too that makes it turn brown a lot. But like, that's not the only river that's brown. Like, why is the river brown? It's fucking polluted, probably, right? Nobody eats anything out of the Hudson River.
You can't just continually piss in it and throw like old couches in the fucking water and expect it to be crystal clear.
Right.
These people fucking, they're dirtbags. Especially like a lot of the corporations that throw their waste and shit, they will just throw it in the river like it's no big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I will just throw all our shit in the river. The river will take it. Like, was the Hudson like? Was Hudson like ever like crystal clear? Like when it first popped up?
That's what I just looked up.
It was.
I'm looking it up right now.
I can't like. It had to be like one day. It had to be just so fucking crystal clear. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not the couches or the dead bodies. Maybe it's like plankton. I don't fucking know.
Let's see. Ready? I got a good article here, it seems. All right, let's see. Damn it, it's too many words here, but it's saying that the industry's steep toll is historical thumbnail. Pollution became the norm, not the exception. Basically, that the Hudson River took a beating from like industrialization, and it just turned to shit. It was all super polluted. So yeah, I mean,
Super polluted, yet there's still fish in there, which is fucking crazy.
yeah,
But if you go upstate, yeah, the water is actually like it's way cleaner than the fucking shit down here, man.
yeah,
It's a difference. Yeah, it's different up there. Because this people, I see people going out on the boats and shit in that fucking thing.
yeah. It's
The
a
only boats I
look at
go on
this.
is with boats and hose.
Between 1947 and 1977, General Electric polluted the Hudson River by discharging PCBs, causing a range of harmful effects to wildlife and people who eat fish from the river. So
Wow, another
definitely
corporation.
not something. Yeah, definitely not something you want to fucking eat out of.
Yeah, I would fucking never.
Wow. In 2016, a humpback whale was spotted swimming in the Hudson River.
Yeah, it's like he just got lost, Nick. It's like when
Right.
like we're driving around, we end up in the wrong neighborhood. That's the same thing that happened to Whale. He wasn't coming here to fucking hang out. He's just like,
True.
get me the fuck out of here.
You're right. I made a wrong turn somewhere.
It's like I don't want to be here. All right, well, let's take a quick commercial break on the
Right.
Mix Up Podcast. We'll be right back. We'll do like the speed round of topics,
Yeah.
and fly
Yeah.
through these things. All right, so we'll be right back on the Mix It Up Podcast with Mike and Nick.
Make it a real break, Mike. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we are back on the Mix It Up Podcast. I am Mike. That is Nick. Nick, what else are we talking about?
Eliza Dushku, I think we need to talk. Oh, we already talked about her.
I'll talk about her for hours.
Let's talk about your girlfriend Fauci retiring.
And that little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what did he leave his legacy? He basically ruined humanity for all of us.
Right.
Basically, it's like he was like such a scared little bitch that he was like, no, we must close down everything. We have to do this. And he just made everybody fucking paranoid. We should have never listened to that fucking crazy fucking hypochondriac.
Listen, it makes sense that he's retiring now and you could see that all he did was just do whatever everybody told him to do. And this was his last hurrah. They were like, all right, we have to use you one more time, Fauci, and then you can retire.
You think he got
You know?
used? You think he got used, huh?
Oh yeah. He's
I can see
not
that.
the head. He's not the head of everything.
Yeah, he's just like basically he's a puppet. Yeah, I
Of
can
course.
kind of
Like fucking everybody else, man.
yeah, I can see that shit, no doubt. Yeah, but fuck him. Goodbye.
But he was involved with shit for sure. I mean, like, traces back to him.
Goodbye, Fauci. Don't let the COVID hit your ass on the way out. All right, fuck out of here,
Deep.
piece of shit. Fuck you, Fauci.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's all we have to say about Fauci. We're going on a speed mission.
Bang.
Right?
Let's go, man.
Military's having a hard time recruiting.
Yeah, did you hear about this?
No, I
Basically,
didn't,
like,
but I can imagine
yeah,
why.
yeah, like the military is really having a hard time recruiting, as Nick said. So it's like, yeah, so basically, like, I think what's happened is like they can't get the recruits in because they've been pandering to these fucking like piece of shit groups and forcing people to get like the the COVID vaccine. You know what I mean? You had to force them, or otherwise you had to leave the military. And I don't think a lot of fucking people enjoyed that fucking too much.
Yeah, I think I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think it's that people don't believe in what the United States stands for anymore, or the wars that they actually go into, that they mean anything at all other than like financial gain. I don't think that. I think a lot of people just don't like people in Vietnam. Like even not, but Vietnam, some people didn't want to join up either, right? But like the wars before that, men stood like, we're going to war. We believe in this. And they were fucking real men. You know what I mean? But once people start thinking like, why are we going to war? why are we going to Vietnam? They're not doing anything to us. Why are we going to fucking, Iraq or Iran or fucking Afghanistan? We understand Afghanistan because they attacked us, right? But the other countries didn't do anything to us. So it's like slowly trickling down. It's like, and they give you these fucking like ideas of communism. Oh yeah, we got to go to Vietnam. They're commies. You know what I mean? Russians and like, it's like, do we really care about that? Are we there to fucking save? Are we really there to save the people that are under these communist regimes? Or are we just find that as a reason to attack?
Or are they trying to brainwash us to believe in that, to attack, and more people are just kind of waking up to that kind of aspect where it's like, maybe I don't want to believe what the government, because it's never seems like they have our best interests. It always seems to have their best interests.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I can see that 100%, man. I think people are just like kind of like, I don't know, almost like having like a heart, or just like, even thinking deep. Or it's like, yeah, what the fuck did they ever do to us? Like, why should I go over here? It's a lot of people are questioning themselves and their decisions. I mean, basically, like, it's weird when you sign up for like the Navy or like, any like military, whatever, you basically you agreeing to like all vaccines, right? So that's what somebody wrote on here. Like, I guess it's true. When you sign up, you have to agree to get all the fucking shots and the proper, but this is different. I'm like, so I just tweeted out this, which got me banned, thrown in Twitter jail for 12 hours. I basically said, like, no, experimental vaccines. Nobody agreed to that, So like, that's all I wrote. That's all I wrote, saying experimental vaccines. And I got thrown in Twitter jail for 12 hours for spreading misinformation. I'm like, you pieces of shits. I'm like, how is that spreading misinformation? I'm like, it is an experimental vaccine. It just came out. Like, nobody knows the long-term side effects. Why are you fucking so worried? To be honest,
Right.
Just be fucking honest. Why are you trying to say that's misinformation?
Right.
Like, that's what scares me the most. Like, when was it okay to just start saying like, all right, your opinion, what you believe in is misinformation?
Right.
Why is that? Why can't I be right about that? And it just seems like they want to silence you and censor you. It's just like, man, that's fucking frustrating.
Right. What happens to them? What happens if like true things start coming out? So the statement that they put up, you're spreading misinformation, they should be then banned because they spread incorrect information.
But they have the power. So how could you know what I mean? How can you flip it on them? Do you make everybody just leave the Twitter platform? They'll just come out and they'll have a little blurb where it'll just be like, all right, this changed and the new sign says this. And that's all of a sudden that gets them out of like all the misinformation, So yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. But I'm out of Twitter jail now. Find me at Mike Trainer MFT. I say some crazy shit on there. So come find me. Follow me.
Oh yeah. I got one point if I can remember it about this. Oh yeah, the military stuff. I think probably a lot of people feel like this country like caters to people that don't respect the fact that people risk and put their lives and lose their lives for all the freedoms that they enjoy, and that we're like pandering. I think the word is pandering to all like the pussies of the world and like giving in to just like whatever they say. So like these people are like, why am I going to go to war for these to save this type of country? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Because the people that like fight are tough motherfuckers and they believe in probably a lot like tougher things. You know what I mean? Like that you get up in the morning, you have your cup of coffee, you bitch smack your wife around, your kids come sit down for breakfast, they eat, you bitch slap your kids, and then you fucking load up your guns and you go shoot a deer for breakfast and lunch and dinner.
Dude, I get that. Yeah, of course. But like I guess that's why, like, you're right, like, in a way, because it's like, why should I fucking like fight for these fucking rainbow and butterfly looking motherfuckers that think everything's fucking great and it's all about me, and then, you know what I mean? It's like, like, shit, dude, we got crazy shit going on like in the world. Like, people like there's people that believe they're cats and they could go meowing to people. Like I seen this on like libs of TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was a legit woman with fucking earrings. She almost looks like a cat in a way. And she was doing different meows. And that's how she communicates with those other group that wants to be cats. Like it's fucking crazy. Like not just a cat's performer on Broadway. She thinks she's a real fucking cat. And
Right.
she's like meowing and shit. You could find it on my Twitter feed if you want to look it up. Look up my profile, go back like a week or whatever. It's just fucking insane. So yeah, of course these guys would be fucking pissed that they got to fight for people like that. They got to fight for cats. It's
Right.
fucking crazy. Who's
These
fighting for
people are
cats?
so fucking. They're so involved with their fucking feelings getting hurt, right? These fucking these little twat boys and shit. But like
Babies.
people like these soldiers will be like, they'll come back and be like, "You're afraid your fucking friend's feelings got hurt? I saw my whole fucking platoon get fucking blown up, you fucking piece of shit." Like, so why would you go to something like that when people don't even fucking like respect you? They're allowed to like burn the flag and like it's cool and like to spit on the flag and shit like that. Like something that you fucking die for. Like you know what's crazy? These people in the military, they're ready to die to protect your country for you.
That's insane. That's an insane thought, man.
Yeah.
But dude, my first reaction to that is basically what you just said. Like, why would I want to fight for these motherfuckers? Like, look at what they're doing. You know, some of these motherfuckers are looting businesses, fucking setting cities on fire, running into fucking buildings that you don't belong in. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I can see why a lot of people are trying to like bail out. Even like the police, like a lot of, like, it's a problem down in the city. Like a lot of cops were trying to retire earlier, leave earlier, quit their jobs. And that's why you're seeing all these people get hired, like so many new recruits for New York City cops, just basically based on that kind of premise, I believe, you know? They really did a number on they went after people's like loyalty to their job, their country, they went after them.
And what are you supposed to do though? Like when it seems like everybody's out to get you anyway. You know what I mean? Like these like the cops, for instance. Like, why would anybody try to become a cop when they saw how quickly all of the work that was done from like Giuliani and fucking like Bloomberg and shit was just fucking completely turned around due to the fact that some people's assholes, they were butthurt from like certain things that happened, like turns around the whole of Manhattan, like a lot of parts in the fucking country just like took a 180. It's like, why would I do this when it looks like nobody really is trying to change here for the better, you know? Like
they're worried about people's feelings. Like the stop and frisk shit that they brought to the city, like worked. Like there was no, guns were fucking way down. Nobody was fucking. Now, it's totally different. Like every fucking kid is fucking like in this fucking city is just walking around with a piece on them. It's fucking obnoxious, and they flaunt it. They just don't flaunt it like on social media, like showing pictures and shit like that. They're flaunting their friends. Like, it's like the Wild West. Like, no joke, man. Like, don't, you piss off the wrong person, like then an innocent person is gonna get killed because shots are gonna ring out. It's fucking, it's getting out of hand, man. But these people, like, they don't want to fucking hurt people's feelings. So that's what happens. Just fucking chaos because people like a lot of people just don't know how to behave. I think that's the key word. If they knew how to behave, we wouldn't need cops. We wouldn't need all these fucking regulations. We wouldn't need all these fucking rules. But some motherfuckers in everybody's community, like every color, every fucking religion, every race, you got fucking insane people walking around that they just don't know how to live in a society. You know what I mean? They're walking around trying to like open car doors at night. Like, man, these motherfuckers. And then you have a certain group that sticks up for that sticks up for the criminals. They're protesting in favor of the criminals, which is mind boggling. So, like, what do you support criminals? Like, what if that was your fucking house and shit? It's fucking wild, man. Ugh.
Dude, I kind of am like a firm believer in the stop and frisk because I'm thinking about it in my head right now. And if you don't have anything illegal on you, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. Like I know cops will bury some fucking drugs and weapons on people. I know they do that shit, but I don't think the most part they do, right? But after like a few months to like a couple of years of stopping and frisking happening, I'm pretty sure it would clean up a lot of fucking neighborhoods because now you're no longer and like it happens consistently and then randomly, right? Like,
Mhm.
oh shit. And then, you don't want to get caught with that shit on you because you're fucked otherwise.
And then all of a sudden you see a lot of these guns go off the street like some people want in the
Right.
fucking world right now. And but at the same time, the same people like say like, oh, we don't want to hurt their feelings. We don't want to like, do that. It's discriminatory against certain groups. I'm like, no,
Right.
it isn't. If you see a motherfucker up to no good, and he fits the description, like, yeah, you fucking like you stop and frisk this motherfucker, man. Wouldn't you rather guns off the street than people's feelings getting hurt? Like, ain't that fucking common sense, man? Yo, come
I'll
frisk
tell you
me. Like
what.
if I'm walking the city, come frisk me. I don't give a fuck.
Listen,
Shit.
I'll tell you what. If the reason you're getting frisked is your appearance, your pants are hanging down past your ass, and like you just look like you're walking like looking for trouble. If you keep walking over there, you're gonna get frisked every single fucking time. So that would probably force people to like take on a different fucking like demeanor as well. And like,
Right.
listen, you could say whatever you want. Oh, that's the culture of like certain people. But listen to me. Ever since we all stopped wearing fucking suits every single day as fucking men, everything has gone down after that. Like everything starts sliding. And it's like it's not just like a color or a fucking culture thing. It's like it's how you fucking hold yourself. Like I go to work like I wear short basketball shorts and like a t-shirt to work every day. I don't need to wear a fucking suit. But like if I used to go like I would dress down like this at my old jobs, like like if I had to go in on the weekend, I didn't get any fucking work done. It was just like because I was constantly thinking of getting the fuck out of there and like enjoying the day because I had like clothes on that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like
You're free. You're
yeah,
not in the
you're free.
monkey
But
suit.
like yeah, just dress up in a suit and go to a wedding. You're a different fucking person, right? You're more like
Classy.
confident. You're classy. It's just a different fucking animal. And like, if people can't see that, then that's just ridiculous.
I agree.
It all has a
100%.
fucking trickle down effect and a waterfall fucking effect, man. You let one thing slide. Think about this, and not that I'm talking down on it at all, but like, women used to not be able to show any skin. Then it went to the ankle, then the shin, then the knee, then the thigh. Now they're basically wearing nothing.
Nothing.
You give it an inch. Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic.
Me too.
But
Love
were
it.
those women like classier and better individuals?
No,
No.
they're whores. They're straight
Yeah.
up fucking whores. Dude, I scroll through Instagram sometime and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like I went down a rabbit hole where it's just like you guys you're just dancing naked, not even saying anything. And it's just like tits are just everywhere, ass
Yeah.
is everywhere, and they sing a song, they dance, or they put like somebody else saying words with them mouthing it. It's
Right.
it's fucking
So dumb.
nuts. And I'm fucking
It's
sitting
so
there
dumb.
watching all this like it's fucking like what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm
I
shocked.
know.
I'm shocked by just scrolling through that and seeing that. I'm like, and sometimes I put my phone down. I'm like, and after like 20 to 40 minutes and I'm done watching all these different women with their tits hanging out, I put my phone down. I'm like, Jesus. I'm like,
Right.
that's crazy if you really think about it. It's fucking nuts. Like,
It is nuts.
oh, it's just fucking nuts. I mean, listen, but I do love it at the same time. I'm like, hey, you go for it. Go for it. You want to fucking dress like that? Hey, who am I to say no?
Yeah. But those ones I know what you're talking about where they just like copy each other. It's like you're so unoriginal. Like, yeah, you're just as hot as the next girl and the girl before you. And you're just copying everything. But I'm not gonna be mad at you to a degree because you're gonna get famous off this. But like also
True.
like come up with something your fucking self.
Oh, do they all go around like, a pretty face, small waist with a big bank and then they turn their bodies and they show their ass. That's all they're fucking doing the whole fucking time. That's what Instagram is. It's just those fucking things. It's fantastic. I gotta admit, but it's insane too at the same time.
Where do those women exist? Because like,
I don't know.
Where do they
I don't
live?
see them. They don't leave their houses because it's always the same background. It's always the same places. You know, they don't live. They don't fucking like. They live through their phone.
Right.
They live for the likes. That's all they're into. The likes get them the money, and then I don't know. They just that's. I tell you, man, to be an Instagram like influencer, I know they love to call them influencers and shit. That's got to be a fucking cool job, man. I gotta admit, like, shit. I give it up to you. I wish I could just fucking like, throw my bulge around and fucking like, fucking throw it, toss it in, fucking dance it. Hey, look at Trader's bulge. Look at his bulge. And then all of a sudden, like, I get fucking dollars for it. Like, that's an American dream right there. And these bitches get to do it. Like, you're lucky. You're lucky. If you're hot enough, you don't even need to be like hot per se. You could just be a disgusting troll. There'll be a community that would fucking like, give you money to fucking like show off your goods. It's insane. We live in an insane fucking world. There is a market for that. Like, it's wild times, man. It's wild shit.
It's called Troll Hunters. There's a TV show about it.
Yeah. Troll Hunters. Can't wait. Can't wait till that fucking comes out.
Troll Hunters, the porno version. The porno.
Killer troll.
So, we got 2 more topics left. 25-year-old pizza delivery man saves 5 people from a fire.
Dude, did you hear about that? I don't know where it happened, but this fucking pizza guy, the house was on fire. Yo, he ran in and saved 4 kids. And then the 4 kids was like, oh, there's like our mom inside or whatever. Like, and that dude ran back in the house and fucking got her out, man. Like, and then he like pretty much passed out on the grass. And as he was passing out, like getting oxygen, and he's like, is the kids okay? Are the kids okay? Like, he was like more worried about them. I was like, yo, whoever, like, fucking hire that guy for the fire department like tomorrow. Like, he deserves to be that's how you should be. Like, you should just become like a firefighter the next day. No tests, no nothing. If you run into a fucking building and you save people's lives from a fire, like, I want you on my team. That should be an automatic, like, get to firefighter job. That, they should have a special thing like that. So, like, if I want to be a firefighter next week, I'll set somebody's house on fire and I go save them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Something like that. He should become the mayor immediately.
Yeah, get a key to the city, whatever that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of fake key you got?
The present mayor is like waiting. He's like, oh God, I hope nothing crazy happens, because if somebody saves like 10 people from a fire, I'm going to lose my job.
I'm out. I'm out of work. Here's my pink slip.
But hats off to that guy. He's a hero.
Oh, yeah.
He's more hero.
Big time. He's going to be getting mad Instagram ass.
Oh, yeah. And the last topic, Tekel Sundberg.
Oh, yeah. Do you know who that is at all?
No.
All right. So basically, like, he was this fucking another black dude that got killed by cops, right? But he basically like was living across the hall from this woman. This woman had a couple kids in her apartment, but he was kind of stalking her for like months. And he was a little crazy. He'd blast his music, fucking like, rap it or whatever at, all sorts of crazy like hours of the night. And, basically he took his gun and shot through the hall into her apartment. And one of the bullets went through her kitchen where she was cooking, and she had 2 kids in there. And of course, you get like, the dude, like the cops showed up and they exchanged fire and they killed the dude. He killed him, which, normal people would be like, oh, thank God that's, she's safe and the criminal got shot and he's gone, But now you got a certain group of people, whether it be Black Lives Matter or any kind of groups like that, that they're coming and protesting in front of this woman's apartment. So this fucking woman comes home and she starts yelling at the protesters. You know, she's basically calling the protesters scum. And she's like, you know, you guys showed up to celebrate a guy that tried to kill me and my kids. Like, yeah, what a crazy backwards ass country we are that this woman, this victim, has to yell at this group of people. You know what I mean? And then there's GoFundMe's for this fucking dude that shot through her fucking thing. It's fucking crazy. And then I'm like, why aren't you taking that fucking shit down? You know, it's it's really fucking pathetic. I felt so bad for that woman, man.
There's bullet that was casing in the hallway. The shot went through my door to the pillar to the kitchen. I was cooking food for my kids. They shouldn't know. It doesn't matter. He shouldn't have been dead. Y'all should have came and helped him when he was alive. Now I can't get my shit because all you guys want to be here. My kids have to see you guys celebrate a man's life that tried to kill him.
It's fucking pathetic. That's one of the most like. What did those people do afterwards? They probably started yelling at her, right? Probably.
They were 100% laughing at, not laughing, fucking yelling at her.
Yeah.
Going back and forth, like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, who gives a fuck? Like, this dude, like, I don't give a fuck what he looks like. Who, like he shot through a hallway. Why are you fucking supporting that? You fucking nut jobs. You fucking sick nuts. Oh, they should all they should all burn, man. They should all fucking burn.
I'm sure that the cops didn't come in just blazing on this one, right? If they probably came and then they got shot at, I'd imagine.
I would think so. Like, I think that's pretty much right? Like, I mean, it was a long hours to standoff. You know?
Oh, it was a standoff?
Pretty much, yeah. But, you know, what? Yeah, then, like, you got guys like this guy, like a Ben Crump. I don't know if you heard of him, but he was like an attorney. And Attorney Crump basically was saying, like, the kid that got shot, like, you know, he was like 20 years old or whatever. And basically he was saying he was dealing, you know, through a mental health crisis. I'm like, all these psychopaths would have gone that are shooting, trying to kill innocent people, are fucking mentally fucking ill. So this dude was like, you know, Ben Crump was saying like, oh, you should like, you know, help him with his GoFundMe and support him. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Support him. If you're act crazy in this fucking world to innocent people, yo, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that excuse like you're mentally ill. Whether mentally ill or not, you're all mentally ill if you're fucking doing these fucking crimes. That's what mentally ill is.
He died, right? The kid?
Yeah, fucking done. So and that's why the protesters showed up.
Well, who's this money going to?
His family, probably.
Yeah.
You know, what else? What fucking else? You gotta monopolize on the fucking shit like that. It's fucking insane with the fucking world we're living in. But yeah, it just got me like pissed off, man. That there's people like supporting this shit, and then this poor woman, man. And don't like when I say like Black Lives Matter, I don't want people saying like, I don't want people thinking it's all black people showed up in support of this black kid. Like, no, these protesters that showed up, there was a lot of white people in there, like a lot of these certain kinds of people in that fucking group fucking going after this woman, which is like, are you getting paid to fucking do this? Like, you can't be that fucking nuts to side with a criminal. You can't be that. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, where's your values? Where's your morals? Like, it's fucking, it's crazy. If I was there, if I was that woman, man, I would have pulled out a gun and just fucking shot all those protesters right there to the ground. That would have made me feel better.
Did this dude shoot through the hallway on purpose, or like did his gun?
Yeah, because he was obsessed with this fucking woman. You know, he was stalking her.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, and that's what it is, and these people are supporting that. I'm not kidding, man. It's fucking, it's a crazy time. Like, that's why I'm thinking that these protesters got to be like hired to do this. They got to be. It's something's fishy, man. You can't be that kind of an asshole in real life. You just can't.
Right.
So that's what just fucking gets me, man.
Well, maybe we'll just leave everybody with that one and go to sleep.
I go to sleep. Yeah. Well, that's it on the Mix Up Podcast. I hope you enjoyed that. Another fine episode, but find us on Instagram, on Twitter. Go to our website. Follow the links, like, subscribe, do all that.
Yeah.
Right.
And we'll see you next week when we tell you about our first playoff game and how it went. I'll give you a secret. I'll give you a spoiler alert. We won.
It starts with a W. Later, bitches. We out. Peace.